5 simple rules can help you break the scroll cycle and take back your attention without depending on motivation. Rule 1, protect your first input. The first thing your mind receives in the morning becomes the direction it follows. If you wake up and immediately enter a feed, your brain starts the day in reaction mode. You are consuming other people's priorities before you have even remembered your own. So for the first 45 minutes, keep your phone out of reach. Drink water, stretch, open a window, write one goal, or sit in silence for a few minutes. The activity does not need to be impressive. It just needs to be chosen by you. Win the first input, and you are far more likely to win the rest of the day. Rule 2, stop carrying the trigger. Most scrolling is not a conscious decision. It begins because the phone is always in your hand, pocket, or line of sight. So create physical distance. Leave it in another room while you work. Charge it outside the bedroom. Use a basic alarm clock. When you sit down to study, place the phone somewhere that requires you to stand up and walk. That small distance interrupts the automatic reach. You do not need stronger discipline, you need fewer invitations. Rule 3, scroll on a schedule, not on impulse. Telling yourself, "I will never use social media again," usually fails because your brain treats it like punishment. Instead, choose 2 short windows during the day when scrolling is allowed. Maybe 15 minutes after lunch and 15 minutes in the evening. Outside those windows, the apps stay closed. This changes scrolling from a reflex into a decision. And once your brain knows there is a time for it later, the urge becomes easier to ignore now. Freedom does not come from saying yes to every impulse. It comes from deciding when the impulse gets access to you. Rule 4, build a boredom menu. The reason people return to their phones is not always addiction. Often, they simply do not know what else to do in an empty moment. So prepare a list before boredom arrives. Read 2 pages, take a 10-minute walk, do 10 push-ups, clean one small area, practice a language, write down an idea, call someone you care about. Keep the list visible. The goal is not to become productive every second. The goal is to give your mind a better door to walk through. When boredom has options, the phone stops being the default. Rule 5, review your attention before sleep. At night, ask 3 questions. What stole most of my attention today? What deserved more of it? What will I protect tomorrow? Then write down one specific boundary for the next day. Maybe no phone during meals. Maybe social media only after your main task. Maybe the phone stays outside the bedroom. A vague promise creates vague results. A clear boundary gives your brain a rule it can actually follow. Here is my honest opinion as the narrator. Doom scrolling is dangerous not because 1 hour disappears, but because it teaches you to live in fragments. Your thoughts become shorter, your goals feel heavier, and silence starts to feel uncomfortable. I do not think the answer is to hate technology. The answer is to stop letting technology decide what your mind does next. Your attention is your life in small pieces, and every day you are choosing where those pieces go. Try these 5 rules for 7 days. Do not aim for perfection. Aim to notice the moment you are about to scroll and choose differently once. Then do it again. Subscribe for more practical videos on focus, discipline, and building a life that feels intentional.